All right, welcome back. Ireland and Scotland are about to be presented to the crowd here in the National Aquatic Centre ahead of their final group match, and Ireland will be hoping to make it 3 wins from 3 and claim the home nations on home soil. The first time it's been held here, as we've said, for the best part of a decade. And of course Ireland with great victories over Scotland and then England, or over Wales and then England, will be hoping that a victory over Scotland here this morning will bring the curtain down on a very successful weekend. So nice crowd starting to gather here in the National Aquatic Centre, and both sides will be presented just across from us here, coming out from left to right. The tournament director Keith Lynch is just giving the two teams their final instructions as to when they're going to come out and where they're going to walk to. Then we will have the presentation to the crowd and the playing of the national anthems, Aron Naveen and the Flower of Scotland. And Ireland will of course wear their traditional green hats. Scotland will be in their tartan blue. And we've had a great morning's action already. The English ladies completed their campaign with a 15-5 win over Wales. So as the music starts to sound and the teams are just getting ready to come out now and be presented to the crowd, and when they come out we will leave you and we will have live commentary from the National Aquatic Centre for the second game here at 11 a.m. We'll see you then.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You're very welcome to the final day of the 2023 Women's and Men's Home Nations Tournament. Our second match this morning is in white caps Scotland, and they will play Ireland in blue caps. Scottish captain and number 2, Caitlin Rose McRobbie. 1, Zara Christie. 2, Rachel Luke. 3, Lucy Hopeman. 5, Chloe Kirkwood. 6, Eliza Sinclair Kidd. 7, Grace Dowley. 8, Lucy McNair. 9, Lauren Averill. 10, Rachel Mell. 11, Siri Maxwell. 12, Nicole Morrison. 13, Erin Mills. Head coach, Alan Donaldson. Assistant coach, Nico Fanu. Team manager, Debbie McRobbie. In green caps this morning, we have the team from Ireland. Captain number 6, Roisin Cunningham-Smith. Number 1, Hannah Taylor. 2, Ciara Frankie. 3, Mairead Baker. 4, Christine Farrelly. 5, Cleona Colvin. 7, Eva Ramsey. 8, Maria McGuigan. 9 Sophie Moran, 10 Katie Hines, 11 Aoife Hennessy, 12 Robin Joyce, 13 Amelia Urry, 14 Gillian Farrelly, 15 Cara O'Kane, head coach Gary O'Brien, assistant coach Ruth McGuigan, team manager Charlene Urry, team mascot Senan Bridgman. Our referees this morning are Mr. Michael Jukes from England, Mr. Mike Jukes from Wales, Mr. Conor Jukes from England, and delegate Mr. Stephen O'Brien. Please be upstanding for the Scottish National Anthem.
All right, welcome back to the second and final game from the women's section here in the Home Nations tournament at the National Aquatic Centre. It's Ireland shooting from left to right and Scotland from right to left. And I'm the privilege of being joined here by Matthew Hines. And Matthew, I think you've been spotted from the pool, so no pressure, Matthew, but fantastic tournament here this weekend.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to play in. Really hosting a really good job. Hotel's only across the road, so it's great. Really enjoyed it. Pleasure with the teams coming over as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, we had a fantastic Irish Cup up in the Ora in Bangor last weekend, and now we have a tournament like this. And as a player, what's it like to play in successive tournaments like this in great arenas?
It's very enjoyable, but it's tough on the body. You had a pretty light week this week. Trained on Wednesday, but yeah, I was pretty tired throughout the week. I'm surprised I made it this far.
Well, good man. You're having a good tournament yourself. Played really well yesterday, and obviously one final push today.
Yeah, hopefully get the job done against Wales. Tough against England, but hopefully get the job done now for a good weekend.
All right, and you'll have an added interest in this game here.
Yeah, good luck to my sister Katie. Hope she scores.
All right, Matthew, pleasure. Thanks for joining us, and best of luck later on. All right, so both teams are in their positions and ready to go. So Ireland, as I say, is shooting from left to right in this first quarter. And it's Cliona Colvin who is given the task of winning the early swim off, but she's going to have her competition here. But thankfully, from an Irish point of view, Cliona has got it and gives it straight back to Ciara Frankie. And Frankie having a great tournament, gets back to Roisin Cunningham-Smith. And the ball is out now to Mairead Baker. Mairead Baker asking Aoife Hennessy to do a little bit of work for her and gives it out to Eva Ramsey. And Ramsey's going to swim right at the heart of the Scottish defence. And there's a chance for Baker in the middle, but it's well intercepted by Scotland. And it has come back to the Scottish goalkeeper, Aaron Mills. And Mick O'Kane has rejoined me. Mick, this should be a really good game.
Yeah, and look, a great first ball win for Cliona Colvin. The Colvins, as we said, just phenomenal swimmers, and Cliona proving that again in this third and final match against this brilliant young Scottish side. So this is going to be a fascinating game, Kieran, to see what Scotland are made of. A narrow defeat yesterday against Wales, and they'll want to be determined to show a good game this morning.
Yeah, absolutely. I just spoke there briefly, Mick, with Matthew Hines, and he's having a good tournament. His sister Katie's having a really good tournament for the Irish ladies, and he was just complimenting the facilities here and the way the tournament's been run. Yeah,
look, it's been said by not just ourselves, players we're speaking to. Everybody's been really impressed with the entire facility. So again, well done, the National Aquatic Centre, Swim Ireland, and Ireland Waterpolo.
Yeah, and I know we've been speaking in passing to the tournament director, Keith Lynch, and he's happy with how it's going, and so he should be, because it's been really smooth, really well organised, and it's just added to a great weekend's action. Yeah,
look, and credit to Sarah Kelly as well of the Swim Ireland group, the team, Steve O'Brien, the event director, Aoibhinn Colvin. You know, everybody's put in a huge shift to make this the fantastic facility and the tournament we've seen so far.
Yeah, absolutely. So meanwhile, exiting the pool for Ireland, I think it's Mairead Baker, Scotland, trying to work it through the central areas, but Ireland are doubling up with Ciara Frankie and Roisin Cunningham-Smith. They're trying to work Hannah Taylor. Good defence by Ireland. Yeah, solid. Everybody watching their opposite number. So Frankie trying to use Eva Ramsey, I think it is, and a very advanced area. Good finish from Ramsey, low into the Scottish keeper's left. Good start for Ireland.
Yeah, lovely finish there from Eva Ramsey, the Cathal Brua driver, the 19-year-old. Had a fantastic tournament last weekend. So, a lot of these players, as we said, last weekend, and they brought that form, that determination, and that match sharpness to this weekend.
Yeah, so good start from Eva Ramsey, and from Ireland, that's her fourth goal of the tournament. She was very impressive in yesterday's win over England in particular. Stepped up with a couple of really big hits when Ireland needed them, and got Ireland that very slender advantage.
Yeah, and like with players on the pitch like Christine Farrelly, Cliona Colvin, Roisin Cunningham, Ciara Frankie.
Chance here for Ireland. Eva Ramsey's found Mairead Baker, and there's a chance for Ireland to go 2-0 up. She's helped her left if she wanted. She doesn't. Takes a shot. Great start for Ireland. Mairead Baker, brilliant assist from Eva Ramsey, and Ireland are 2 to the good.
Yeah, look, this starting seven, Kieran, are as good as it gets at any level. They bring such experience. They bring a wealth of achievement in terms of domestic cups, senior cups, and international caps. So, Gary O'Brien is setting out a stall with his first seven. So really putting it up to this young Scottish team, which is good experience for them. To face a starting seven of this calibre is wonderful for them to experience.
Yeah, absolutely. And Baker continuing her fine form last week from the Irish Senior Cup into this tournament. She's been excellent all throughout and adding yet another goal. That's her 8th goal of the tournament. Here's Eva Ramsey. Kira Frankie making gains in the central area, and Frankie's got the ball from Ramsey. Good shot, but a really good save. Good save. Aaron Mills deflected out, and that'll be an Irish corner.
I mean,
like Cliona Colvin's going out to take it.
Aaron Mills fronting up to palm away a Kira Frankie shot. Well done. That is really top drawer goalkeeping from Aaron Mills.
So Ireland now with Roisin Cunningham-Smith out for Eva Ramsey. Looking for Frankie again. Frankie's got by. Brilliant finish from Frankie. Just took on the challenge of Nicole Morris and used her as a shield. Little pivot and a goal for Frankie.
Yeah, that goal coming from the right side from Eva Ramsey, spotting Kira Frankie, and the important part there again for young players, the pass in. The pass has to be clean. It has to be within reach. You don't want it too far away. You don't want it too close to the body. It was a perfect pass and a perfect finish.
Yeah, and we saw Frankie's versatility yesterday too, when she was asked to pick up the very dangerous Emily Perkins of England and did a really good job in the defensive positions as well as her attacking prowess.
Yeah, solid start from Ireland, 3-0.
So Ireland will be very happy, as you say, with that start. And Gary O'Brien, who enjoyed good success last week, getting to the Irish Senior Cup final. He's doing a really good job here. Ireland looking for 3 from 3. Roisin Cunningham-Smith has set Eva Ramsey away, and Ireland have players inside. They have an advantage here if she can pick the right pass, and she tried to find one inside. It's a good chance, but a really good save from Aaron Mills to deny Cliona Colvin. It will be an Irish corner. Again, Ireland breaking with real speed down this right hand side.
Yeah, it's clearly an area that Gary O'Brien feels he can get a lot of traction down this right side, and it's paying dividends so far. So Scotland have to think about that.
Yeah, and there's another one paying dividends. It's Eva
Again,
Ramsey's second assist for Kira Frankie, and a brilliant start for Ireland, Mick.
We talked about the Colvin-Frankie combination last night. Now we're seeing the Ramsey-Frankie combination this morning. So some new plays out there. Quite often if plays are so good, sometimes teams, coaches will adopt them and say, do the Colvin-Ramsey, do the Ramsey-Frankie. So we're seeing lots of really cool, interesting formations and matchups here. Really nice play
We're
from
going to see both of those plays live in Ballymun later on for North Dublin Academy.
I'll be bringing them to the Academy kids this afternoon. Rest assured.
All right, so Scotland trying to build an attack now, but they were stopped high up the pool there by Katie Hines. And now it's been well turned over. Mairead Baker doing her defensive duty, and she has a player. It's Katie Hines. Katie Hines with a chance. We just spoke to her brother Matthew, hoping she'd score. Can she score? Brilliant finish.
Great finish from the brilliant Katie Hines, sister of indeed Matthew Hines, who you had up here talking about that. So Matthew, well done Katie.
All right, that's Katie's first goal of the tournament, so maybe we should get Matthew on before she plays every week.
Hey, there you go.
Scotland just trying to work something, but Cliona Colvin now doing good defensive work there, and Ireland again have a chance to move the ball, but they don't. It's been surrendered. There was a pull according to the referee, and a chance here, and Hannah Taylor need to react really quickly there. Siri Maxwell with a lovely flick, but the Irish number one was alert, and Ireland are away again here, are they?
Lucy Hobben was wide
chance
open.
For Ireland. This could be another one. Good finish. Sophie Moran. And that's Sophie's third goal of the tournament. Really good move by Ireland. Mick just swapped it from one end of the pool to the other, and Scotland didn't know much about it.
So yeah, Sophie Moran, the Tribes player, getting a really nice goal there. Sophie is a student of Commerce University Galway, has been playing polo with Tribes since the club formed in 2010, and has won numerous Irish Cups at all age levels, and is the current captain of her club side in Galway, and started her career as a competitive swimmer, winning many national medals. So, Sophie bringing her swimming prowess to this water polo fantastic Irish women's side. Yeah,
and there was a really good treble up there from Maria McGuigan and from Gillian Farley, and eventually Hannah Taylor got it, and Hannah Taylor just pops it out here to Sophie Moran, trying to drive in from the right hand side, and going to give her some help is Gillian Farley, but Ireland have switched it to the far side, and now it's back with Sophie Moran, and Moran just trying to work that Scottish goalkeeper Erin Mills and see what she can do, shift it, but she's not getting her to move, so Gillian Farley has to present with 4 seconds left in the shot clock. Chance at the back stick. Brilliant move from Ireland.
Yeah, I mean, look again, Great play. Gillian Farley out there on the right side, the utility driver, has played for DCU, her university. This is her second senior cap, and it was a really great pass from Gillian to find her teammate for that great goal.
Yeah, and it was Cliona Colvin came in at the back stick, and even though the shot clock was running down to 3 seconds, it seemed as if time stood still when Cliona Colvin got the ball, and really good finish, and Ireland 7 to the good.
Yeah, and look, Gary O'Brien, using the roster well again, had a starting 7 in, but the girls coming in equally up to the challenge and playing really well. Scotland have it all to do.
They do, and again, Ireland really strong in the defensive shape there, and it was Katie Hines who dispossessed that one, but Ireland have won it back now, and Hannah Taylor setting Sophie Moore free on this right-hand side, and once again, she's been assisted by Gillian Farley, and swimming at the back stick is Katie Hines making moves in towards the central areas here. There was a chance for Robin Joyce, but Scotland did really well, turned the ball over, and it's in the hands of Erin Mills.
Yeah, and look, as I said about Gary O'Brien and the roster, he has people in like Marie McGuigan, utility player. Maria can play an attack. You can see her now, look, in defence, marshalling the centre forward. So Maria McGuigan, the Carl Brew player, has been playing Waterpolo since the age of 6 and competed at national level in junior age groups, has captained her club for years and junior Ireland teams. This is her 3rd senior Irish cap and hopes to continue representing Ireland throughout her career. She's currently studying primary school teaching in university.
So it's a really good tussle there between Nicole Morrison and Gillian Farley, and good defence again from Ireland. They forced Scotland to waste time and the clock ran down, and now Ireland have a chance with Sophie Moore, and I think there's been an exclusion here from a Scotland player. Yeah, and Ireland have an advantage here, and it's Maria McGuigan.
Carl Brewer.
Back as far as Moore and
Tribes.
Moran just trying to work something out the back, and she's found Cliona Colvin. She's options centrally if she wants them, but she doesn't. Goes back from McGuigan, and Ireland just really working Scotland here from side to side. Sophie Moran now pops it into the central area, and it was nearly a really good move, and it was nearly finished by Robin Joyce, but eventually Scotland have dealt with it, and it was dealt with by Rachel Mell and Erin Mills.
Yeah, Robin Joyce, the Drogheda player, playing for Drogheda and DCU, has played 6 junior international tournaments as a driver, and Robin is making her Irish senior women's debut this weekend, Kieran.
Yeah, that was a good shot and effort off the surface, but it skidded up, and thankfully Hannah Taylor alert to it, and Hannah Taylor now has set Gillian Farley away down this right hand side, and Cliona Colvin's gone into the central forward position. There's an infringement there on Farley, and now there's a further swimmer. That further swimmer is Katie Hines going into a central area, but Maria McGuigan's picked it up in the point position and gets it back now. And Ireland we have a sloppy in possession there. Good defence all the same from Scotland, and Lucy Hobman, and McGuigan encouraged to shoot. Sorry, Aoife Hennessy encouraged to shoot as the clock was running out. And with 17 seconds left in this first quarter, Ireland will be very happy.
Yeah, I mean, Aoife Hennessy, the Vincent's player, this is her 4th term with the Irish senior ladies team since joining the squad in 2019. And she's also represented Ireland at junior level all the way through, and is studying at DCU to become a primary school teacher. So, Gary O'Brien is looking at all of his players from different levels, the ones that have been here for a long time, the experienced players, but he's also blooding young players. It's great to see.
Yeah, great to see, and great to see a very impressive first quarter from the Irish ladies. So we'll be back with the second quarter just after this. All right, welcome back to live action here of Ireland-Scotland in the Home Nations Tournament from the National Aquatic Centre in Dublin. The second quarter is just about to get underway, but before it does, we're delighted to be joined by Kieran Walsh and Owen Doyle from the Irish men's national team. Lads, it's been a fantastic tournament here.
It's brilliant. It's especially for a Home Nations, which we didn't do for a long time. It's great to see them back, and Swim Ireland have done an incredible job getting it.
Yeah, and as we were alluding to all weekend, Kieran, it's the first time in 10 years it's been held in Ireland, and follow on from last year's success in Coventry, it's been a really, really good tournament. And what's it like to play down there?
It's brilliant, like especially the England game when there was I haven't seen that many people in an act for a long time, so it was fantastic to see for the sport as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And Owen Doyle joined us as well. And Owen, following on, we were just talking there to Matthew Hines, and following on from the great success up in the Ora last week and a really good Irish Senior Cup, it's great to see tournaments like this on Irish soil.
Absolutely, yeah. We don't get to see these many tournaments here in Ireland, and we haven't played here for about 10 years, so absolutely it's fantastic to see the girls doing so well, and it's just unfortunate we lost to England yesterday, and look, next time we'll get them.
Yeah, and just in terms of the game against England, obviously, England have competed at the Olympic level and that, so that's a level obviously Ireland want to try and aspire to get, and we're getting there.
Yeah, absolutely. We're much sounder than England, but we just have to get the win next time, and who knows.
All right, sincere thanks to Kieran Walsh and to Owen Doyle. Lads, best of luck this afternoon. Meanwhile, back in the action here, Scotland have defended really well, and the effort was coming in there from Christine Farley, but it was snuffed out, and Scotland now coming out the pool on the far side, trying to work something with Chloe Kirkwood. And I'm delighted to be rejoined now from an extended coffee break by Mick O'Kane. So just over a minute gone in the second quarter, and Ireland looking good again, Mick.
Yeah, looking great to see you talking to the likes of Owen Doyle and Mark Moran there, the Carib, Kieran Walsh, the Carib man, and Owen Doyle. So great to see you talking to those two fine men. Yeah,
just as we mentioned that, it was that's a lovely finish. Really good finish from Christine Farley after a really good rob from Cliona Colvin, and Ireland getting their 8th of the morning. Farley getting her 3rd of the tournament, and Ireland well on their way now to claiming this Home Nations crown.
8-0. Yep. It's solid stuff from the Irish team. But look, as you said, it's all about progress and development, and I'm sure Scotland are going to keep plugging away, Kieran.
Yeah, absolutely. So Scotland have it with Lucy McNair, and McNair just pops it to her right hand side to Chloe Kirkwood, and Scotland trying to work something into that centre forward position with Grace Dowley, and they have. And Ireland have lost Roisin Cunningham-Smith to an exclusion, the captain. And Scotland just trying to hold on to possession and work it from left to right, and they've gone wide on the right hand side out to Rachel Luke, and Luke pops it back in. There was nearly an interception from Ireland. Good save from Hannah Taylor, well held on to after the shot came in from McNair. And Roisin Cunningham-Smith is now back into the action, getting some instructions there from Gary O'Brien as she made her way back into the action, and she's looking for Eva Ramsey and finds Eva Ramsey on this right hand side, and Ireland going very direct and just trying to pop it inside. It's with Sophie Moran now, and Moran has options back outside her, and Ramsey that's the one she's gone for. She has options, and Cunningham-Smith to her left, but decides to wind up a shot, and the crossbar comes to Scotland's aid, and Scotland trying to double team Cliona Colvin on the far side, but the post again helping out Erin Mills, and Scotland have the ball, and 9-0 with just 2.5 minutes gone in the second quarter. Mick, would have been a very big mountain for these Scottish girls to climb. Yeah, indeed. And look, for the Scottish coach Alan Donaldson and his assistant coach Nico Finu of the Kirkintilloch and Kilsyth team, Alan obviously from Dunfermline, and the team manager Debbie McRobbie, they'll still be happy with the fact that their team are working hard and looking to find openings, Kieran. Yeah, and that was a really good effort there from Chloe Kirkwood. Just hit the top of Hannah Taylor's crossbar. Kirkwood looking for her 3rd goal of the tournament. Meanwhile, Sophie Moran has found Eva Ramsey, but there was an illegal dispossession. It's in chance now for Ciara Frankie. Oh, good double-handed save. But Frankie has again another good double-handed save from Erin Mills in the Scottish goal, and swims out to her right-hand side to collect the rebound. 2 good shots from Frankie, 2 really good saves from Mills. Yeah, Owen Doyle would have been proud of those 2 saves, it has to be said. Top drawer. Scotland now trying to swim the ball here with Lauren Averill, and 10 seconds left on the shot clock, but she's popped in. Really good hand in there from Ciara Frankie to try and dispossess, and it nearly worked out for
As a player free
Ireland.
just there on the left side.
Chance. Oh, good effort there
Oh.
coming in from Lucy McNair, but Hannah Taylor didn't look bothered. She saw it out to her right hand side, and McNair shot, good shot from about 10 metres out.
Siri Maxwell was bursting through there like a gazelle.
Now here's a chance for Mairead Baker. Baker trying to lob Mills, but it was well mopped up there. Second time of asking from Lucy McNair. And now she's been withdrawn, and coming into the action is Rachel Mell. And Scotland coming down the far side with Chloe Kirkwood, the number 5 cap, being confronted by Cliona Colvin, but pops it back to Lucy McNair. And McNair just trying to drive. Roisin Cunningham-Smith is in that centre-back position, trying to stop anything coming into the hole. And now Cliona Colvin, a very strong swimmer, will try and swim Ireland way up the pool. Mairead Baker, Ciara Frankie, Eva Ramsey and Sophie Moran getting forward. Roisin Cunningham-Smith just taking the position of point just at the very back of the Irish attack, but Cliona Colvin is going to take the shot herself, and that's a lovely effort, but it just went wide.
Oh, just wide there. And, you know, again, credit to Scotland watching where Cliona was going to try to put that, but it unfortunately for Cliona didn't go in, and Scotland back on the attack.
Yeah, Scotland attacking now with Nicole Morrison. Had a really good game in the game against England, but that's a really good interception. It nearly was. I spoke too soon from Mairead Baker on Rachel Lukemek.
Nicole, the 16-year-old from Kirkintilloch and Kilsyth. So again, everybody tuned in from there. Welcome to this final game this morning. Everybody's playing so well.
So Ireland, 8 to the good here in the National Aquatic Centre. And one thing Mick, that Kieran Walsh was saying just about the crowds we're having here in the National Aquatic Centre, it's a great feeling to have sort of crowd watching you play.
It is, and these teams put in so much training, Kieran, so much effort. So to get good audiences, good crowds down, it's really good to see. And thanks everybody who has made it. And there's still time to come down here for this afternoon's game. So if you are listening at home on the HBV live stream for Ireland Waterpolo and Swim Ireland, and you have a chance to come down this afternoon, there will be fantastic water polo for the final session of our 3-day Four Nations tournament here at the National Aquatic Centre. So if you can get down with young players, young teams, come down and see fantastic water polo this afternoon. Yeah,
absolutely. And just as the action was happening, poolside, Ciara Frankie has got a hat-trick. Good assist again from Sophie Moran, and that brings Frankie for 12 goals for the tournament. And I can tell you now, Mick, that she is level with Amelie Perkins, so one more for Frankie and she'd be top scorer in this tournament. And she was so strong there, held off Rachel Mell, held off Siri Maxwell, who was coming in, and another great goal from Frankie.
Yeah, and Kieran, I just want to mention Lucy McNair. Just spotted to my right that she has left the pitch. A little bit of pain, it looks like, so hopefully Lucy is okay. The 14-year-old from Dunfermline has played so well this tournament, so we do wish Lucy okay, that she nothing too bad there in terms of injury. Part and parcel of the game, water polo. It's a tough sport, injuries do happen, but we hope she's okay.
Meanwhile, good rob from Robin Joyce, and Ireland have a chance over the far side now to get another one, which they've taken expertly well, and the Irish lead is into double digits, and it's 10-0 now to Ireland. Really good switch of the play there from Joyce, finding Christine Farley. That's her 4th goal of the tournament, her 2nd goal this morning, and Ireland and Gary O'Brien will be delighted with that.
Yeah, and look, Christine Farley, the Drogheda utility driver, she's played for Trinity College for 4 years while she studied there, captain of her club team, and has been on the Irish ladies team since 2018. So brilliant performance from Christine Farley. Well done, Drogheda. Yeah. Let's see if the Irish Drogheda men can play as good as the Drogheda women currently in this game.
Yeah, so shot there, just going skyward, no real threat to Hannah Taylor. And now Ireland trying to recover the possession, and they have done with Robin Joyce again, but it's been taken off her as quick as she had it by Nicole Morrison, and the 2 number 12 just confronting her. Lovely little pivot in the middle of the pitch there by Eliza Sinclair Kidd, and she's just scanning the pool, seeing what options she has, decides that bringing it forward is her best option, and just pops a wee ball in there to Rachel Mell, and Mell now trying to survey and see what she can do, and pops it into the hole there. But a good hand in from Maria McGuigan, a really good hand in to dispossess Lucy Hobman, and it's back in the
great
safe
defending
hands
there
of
from
Hannah
Maria
Taylor.
McGuigan, the Cathal Brewer player. Colbrew known for their very tenacious defending, whether it's women or men's water polo.
Hannah Taylor with a good ball out found Aoife Hennessy, and Hennessy just popped it inside there to Katie Hines, and Hines got it away to Christine Farley, but Farley just couldn't hit the target on that occasion.
Yeah, and look, Scotland, in testament to them, they're going back up. They're still pushing forward, looking for a goal. And this young Scottish side have faced a tough challenge this morning, but believe you me, they will come back stronger and better from this experience, because it's all about experience, Kieran.
Yeah, and there's great experience there from Aoife Hennessy. Saw the pass coming in, made her way in, dispossessed any possibility Scotland had of getting the ball, gave it to Hannah Taylor, and now she's received it just about to cross halfway. Good defending from Ireland. The ball is with Joyce, the Tribes player, and pops it in to the centre forward area, and Ireland just trying to work something with Katie Hines, but good defending from Rachel Mell. Eventually got it back to Erin Mills, and it's come out onto this near side here to Nicole Morrison, right-handed player on this left-hand side. And Mick, you've spoken a lot about that over the course of the tournament, about right-handed players on the left and left-handed players on the right, and how beneficial it can be.
Absolutely, and look, while we say it's beneficial to have a right or a left-handed player, sometimes great to see players with both abilities to shoot off either hand.
Yeah, absolutely, and that brings to a conclusion the second quarter here. It's half-time in the National Aquatic Centre, and it's Ireland who lead Scotland by 10-0. We'll see you for quarter 3 in just a moment. All right, welcome back here to Ireland and Scotland in the Women's Home Nations Tournament. Ireland have swapped sides with Scotland. They're playing from right to left in this third quarter and on course for victory in this tournament. I'm delighted to be joined by Conor Johnson and Max Conley. And Conor, you're having a good tournament yourself. You've got 3 goals and one really big one yesterday.
Yeah, it's going well for the lads. I think against the Scottish team we had a bit of a bad start, but worked our way into the game and took the lead. And then obviously yesterday against England, it was was a disappointing first quarter. But yeah, sort of glad to get back into the game, give the fans something to cheer about, and yeah, it's nice to get the goals always.
Yeah, and that game against Scotland, it was, as you say, it was tight and cagey. A really enjoyable game, but I wouldn't say it was like that to play in.
No. I think it was one of those ones where in the third quarter we got ahead by about 4 goals, and we sort of let the concentration slip, which at this kind of level you just can't afford. So yeah, there were a bit of nerves toward the end, but I think it was a big effort from the boys to come away with the win. Yeah,
and a fantastic win. And I'm also joined here by Max Connolly, and Max Connor speaking about the levels we're at, and obviously the head coach Goran there played at a really good level himself. And what's he adding to the setup?
Yeah, Goran adds a lot. He's been my only coach for the national team, so I haven't really experienced anyone else bar junior level, but he's helped me a lot kind of grow, and particularly down the right side, and particularly Adam as well, who's like the senior player down my wing. Has helped a lot throughout growing on the national team. Yeah,
and we're seeing an awful lot more with Irish players now. We're across a array of sports, we're getting so much better technically, and that's something we can learn, I suppose, from the good teams on the continent.
Yeah, no, I think like the likes of like social media and as like this, for example, like getting things recorded and stuff has helped a lot. Like, 'cause we can actually watch it and learn from it. We can watch our own things. We can watch things in the content. And we can learn from our mistakes and learn from them as well.
Yeah, all right, absolutely. Well, look, to Max Connolly and to Conor Johnson, really appreciate taking time out, and the very best of luck this afternoon, lads.
Thanks, cheers.
Thanks very much, cheers.
All right, well, Ireland have called a timeout here in the third quarter at the National Aquatic Centre, looking to utilise the extra player. Gary O'Brien just getting a piece of tactical advice in, and when we restart, Ireland will restart the ball, and they've changed goalkeepers too, and it's Amelia Urry who's coming into the action now. She's away to San Diego on a scholarship for Waterpolo in September, so the very best of luck to Amelia on her travels in California. Good interception at the back by Scotland, but it's come back through Eva Ramsey, and then the shot came in there from Mairead Baker, but a really good save from Erin Mills in the Scottish goal, and make another good start to the quarter from Ireland.
Yeah, absolutely, Kieran. It's testament to this team. And look, they won yesterday against England, and they had a good performance against Wales, and this Irish team are determined to finish this tournament as they started, with a third win, which will make them, let's face it, the overall Four Nations winners. So that's the way it's looking so far. Yeah,
good win there by Ciara Frankie to set away, I think it's Cliona Colvin, and Colvin trying to get another one. Good left-handed save, and well beaten away by Erin Mills, but it comes as far as Roisin Cunningham-Smith, and Frankie had Eva Ramsey going through the middle if she wanted it, but she didn't. She opted for the option on the right side, and Cunningham now trying to pop it back into that central area to Cliona Colvin, and Colvin was fouled, and just trying to work it back out here for Eva Ramsey, Scottish player that's been excluded. And Ireland just trying to work something coming towards the baseline, back in now to Ramsey. Ramsey across here to Christine Farley, and Christine Farley with a shot off the crossbar. I thought that was in. The referee never fidged. And Scotland just breathing a little sigh of relief. But good Irish play there again. We talked yesterday about how Gary O'Brien very instrumental in using the tactics board to get those player up positions.
And you can see him here, constantly encouraging his team. And one of the things we like to see in a coach is encouragement. Whether you're winning, whether you're losing, whatever way to go the match is going, that you give good positivity through to the team. Some coaches can be a bit more vocal, a bit more, aggressive in getting the message across. But, those coaches, and we say it at junior level, is getting the message across. But with that, the team have to be working hard for the coach to be confident on the bank that he's getting the instructions across, or the lady coach is getting the instructions across, and the team are listening, learning, and adopting them as tactics as the game goes on.
Yeah, so both sets of players are in the pool here. Scotland a player down, but the referees are having a small meeting, Mick, and didn't see what happened.
I can't spot anything peculiar in terms of players and exclusions, Kieran, so we'll just have to wait and see.
There is a flashing yellow card under the name of Eliza Sinclair Kidd.
Well, that's because you have one more and she is out of here.
And just from the Scottish point
and
of
she
view,
is in that corner area, so let's see what's going on with Eliza Sinclair Kidd.
so the referee is talking to the Scottish head coach, Alan Donaldson. So what is the decision? Mick, maybe you can bring us up to speed with what's happening here.
So it looks like to me
Nicole Morrison.
Cole Morrison has been sent to the bin.
And a penalty to Ireland and Ciara Frankie.
And a penalty for Ciara Frankie.
So Frankie took one yesterday, missed it, but makes no mistake today.
No mistake, the Vincent's lady.
That's her 4th goal in this game. It's her 13th goal, and she's the outright top scorer.
Yeah, look, Ciara Frankie, as I said, has played college water polo at the University of California, San Diego, where she was named Big West Player of the Year. Ciara was a 4-time UCSD Athlete of the Year and 3-time All-American. She was also a member of the swim team, where she holds multiple school records. And this is only Ciara's first cap for Ireland. And we believe she may be going back to the United States. So while it's her first cap, we hope to get her back for some more. She really is a top-class player, Kieran.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic player. I might maybe entrust you with robbing the passport.
Well, you know, if I get a chance, I might even rob her to North Dublin instead of St. Vincent's.
All right, good effort coming in there from Siri Maxwell, and it took the full stretch from Amelia Curry to knock that one down. And
Maria McGuigan back in.
Gary O'Brien just encouraging the Irish players, saying well done. Chance in there for Cliona Colvin, but a really good steal from Siri Maxwell to knock it back.
Yeah,
to Erin Mills.
the Stirling University player. That was really good defending from Siri Maxwell. And she has scored 89 goals in a single water polo season with the BUCS. So Siri is a really, really good player.
Yeah, absolutely.
89 goals in one season. Woo!
Now here is Maxwell. No, couldn't find the target on that occasion.
I'd be lucky to score 8 goals in one season, Kieran. But they'd all be top drawer.
I heard a story, Mick, that whenever you did score, it was from the shallow end.
Yeah, and that's where I ended up learning how to do the slingshot, because I couldn't really do it in the deep end.
Sophie Moran trying to work something, just pops it slightly behind Roisin Cunningham-Smith, and it's out to Ramsey, back inside, good save from Erin Mills to deny Robin Joyce, and Scotland have really defended well there, and Rachel Mell in particular did really well to win that possession back for Scotland.
Yeah, look, Erin Mills did brilliant with the first stop, the first reaction save. In fact, it looked like she didn't know much about it, but she made the save, and her colleagues, teammates helped her clear their line. Scotland back on the attack.
Yeah, Scotland trying to build something here with Rachel
Luke, the Western Bats player.
We've 4 minutes left here in this third quarter, and how important will it be for Gary O'Brien? And the shot clock has actually gone there, so good defence again from Ireland, but how important will it be for Ireland to shut this out and keep a clean sheet?
Yeah, look, every team, you know, will want to have that opportunity to have clean sheets. It's very hard to do in water polo because the game is so relentless. Teams going up and down the pitch, whether it's in counter, whether it's in 6-on-5. So to have a game where you can keep the other side out from scoring a goal, I mean, it's a big, big achievement. And, you know, it's no easy feat against a young Scottish side who have scored well. They scored well yesterday against Wales, and they did well against England. So to keep this young Scottish side that has some real top-class pedigree and development in them is really testament to the work of this Irish team. And there you see it again, Maria McGuigan, you know, fighting hard for the ball, clearing her lines, and getting Ireland back on the attack. And there she is with the ball again.
Yeah, so Maria McGuigan finds Ciara Frankie, who finds Sophie Moran. And another really good finish from Ireland and from Sophie Moran. And that's Sophie's second today. It's her fourth goal of the tournament. Ireland have 12. And Ireland just ringing the changes now. The Cliona Colvin is coming out, as is Roisin.
Yeah, and look, you know, we
Cunningham-Smith.
have to talk about Scotland again. You know, Kieran, like what we've seen by players like Zara Christie in goals, the Dunfermline goalkeeper, Caitlin Rose McRobbie from Dunfermline, Rachel Luke, Western Bats, Lucy Hobman, Edinburgh, Chloe Kirkwood, Kirkintuck and Kilside, Elisa Sinclair Kidd, also Kirkintilloch and Kilside. You know, these players in the starting 7 and Grace Downley, they've all played so well across the 3 days. But on top of that, the players coming through, the Lucy McNairs and the 14-year-old, Lauren Arville, 27, Portobello, Rachel Mell, Warrender Bats. What's nice about the Scottish ladies team is they're from lots of different clubs. We saw with the men's team, it's Portobello and Caledonia, but Scottish women's team is across many clubs. That's a good sign that the Scottish ladies water polo is being played at a high level across many teams.
Yeah, absolutely. And Scotland just trying to attack again now with Rachel Mell. Gives it to Lauren Averill, and a good, well, it was nearly a good hand in from Moran, but foul committed. Good robbing there from Maria McGuigan, but again done illegally, and Scotland will have a chance. It was Lucy Hobman, got it back, and Scotland just had to throw the ball away there via Rachel Luke because the shot clock had gone down, and we have just 2 minutes left here in this third quarter, and the ball is with Aoife Hennessy. Hennessy gives a good pass inside, really well taken by Robin Joyce, and a good effort, but easy enough in the end for Erin Mills because Joyce was falling as she was throwing it. And now Scotland will come down with Nicole Morrison trying to drive and trying to find someone centrally, but no one really presenting, and that should be easy for Ireland to deal with because, in fairness to Lucy Hobman, she wasn't looking at the ball and well dispossessed by Ireland nonetheless.
Yeah, again, Ireland working hard in defence, and now here they are back in attack.
Good interception.
Lovely interception. Really good work there from the brilliant Rachel Luke of Western Bats. If she gets a pass through here, great pass.
Brilliant pass there. Scotland with a chance
now. Fantastic work, and that's given Scotland a opportunity for a 6-on-5.
Yeah, so really good play there between Hobman
and the coach, Alan Donaldson, taking the time out.
So as you say, it was a good defence from Scotland. They turned it really quickly, and it was Hobman and Averill who did really well to turn that into an attack.
Yeah, so again, if you're looking, from live at HB Live this morning, you'll see the head coach Alan Donaldson. He's looking now to put a team in for 6-on-5. We said it in the tight games. This is really important, where you take the time out, you decide who you want to put in, whether you want to have your specialty people on the posts, out on the wing, whether it's left, right, and then who's going to be out around the point, where you may have shooters where you might have a shooter on the right side that's a lefty, you might have a shooter on the left side that's a right-hander, and there may be a play. So Alan Donaldson putting in a specialty 6-5 team, and then it's up to Gary O'Brien and his group and his defensive 5 to understand how to nullify, how to understand quickly what Scotland are going to do in the setup. And then obviously for the keeper, it's important to know that the 5 are helping her, marking the post side to side, look at the players out. So while it may look easy moving the ball around, it's tough work to get past a strong 5. So let's see if Scotland can get one here, and let's see what they have in store for us.
So Scotland with that player up, as Mick was saying, it's Maria McGuigan who's sitting it out for Ireland, and Ireland just trying to defend the area with a player less, and Scotland with about 8 seconds to take their shot here, trying to work something in Tess Curry, and
there
they
you
have.
Go.
Good finish. Lucy McNair, I think.
Bum. Scotland on the scoreboard with Chloe Kirkwood.
Chloe Kirkwood, in fact.
Kintilloch and Kilside player. So really well worked 6-on-5, and they got their due rewards.
Yeah, fair play to them. That's their first goal of the morning, and it's Chloe Kirkwood's third goal of the tournament. So Ireland now just with just over 30 seconds left on the clock are trying to build something here with Gillian Farley, and Farley gives it inside to Joyce, back for Farley, and it's come out now to McGuigan. but the top of the net is all that was found. Scottish player leaving the action there is Siri Maxwell. And Ireland now will have an extra player themselves, Mick.
Yeah, and again, it's an opportunity for the Scottish 5 in the pool to see what they're made of in terms of blocking this shot out.
Yeah, Sophie Moran
working
has
hard.
it.
Look, working hard.
Moran pops it out the back. And a chance. Oh, it slipped in. It was Gillian Farley.
Yep, they all count. In fairness, you can see the Scottish keeper and the defender looking at each other, talking it through, because the defender was trying her best to help block that near post, and it just slipped under her arm, and it slipped in to get a goal. Another goal for Ireland, 13-1.
Yeah, absolutely, really good finish there from
So you can see there how the importance of the players marking the post to help the keeper as much as they can.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've about 8 seconds left here for Scotland to try and work something, but Maria McGuigan mops it up and gives it back to Amelia Urry, and Ireland lead by 13-1. And there goes the final whistle for the third quarter. We'll be back with the fourth and final quarter just after this. Welcome back to the fourth and final quarter. And indeed the final quarter from the women's section of this Home Nations tournament here in Dublin. Ireland are on their way to collecting a piece of silverware. And Mick, we were just speaking off air about the significance and the importance, and be a fantastic achievement for Ireland, and really shouldn't lose a 12-goal lead, but it would be an absolutely fantastic achievement for Ireland to hold on and to win this Home Nations on home soil.
Yeah, indeed, Kieran. You know, it's such a big achievement for any team to win a tournament, whether it's a four-team tournament like this, or you know, a group stage type event. So for Ireland to come through these 3 days and look to be the winners, it is something that they'll be really happy to have done. It would have been their target, and they are looking to have achieved that.
Yeah, and good to see a smile on the face of Ciara Frankie there. She took a really good effort, but equal to it was Erin Milton, the Scottish goal, and Frankie just appreciated a little bit of class from the Scottish number one.
She sure did. Nice respect there from a player of Ciara Frankie's calibre.
And Mick, you'd have to say that was really good from the Irish defence. They didn't allow Maxwell to get the shot off. They just bottled her up and made her make the mistake of allowing the time clock to run down. And Ireland now have a chance to attack on the right-hand side of the pool. Trying to drive forward there is Eva Ramsey. Ramsey being confronted by Nicole Morrison. pops it back into the central area here to Farley, and Farley looking for someone to present, and that person is Cleena Colvin. Roisin Cunningham-Smith's gone wide at the back, but in a good effort, hit the post, and quickest to react is in fact Roisin Cunningham-Smith. No one else looking, and she takes a shot, and it's gone out, and no real danger there from a Scottish point of view. And Mills launches one forward now, trying to find her Scottish counterpart, but really well done from Eva Ramsey to deny Scotland a chance to break. That chance was coming there with Lauren Averill, but Ramsey more than alert as she's been all game. And here is Cunningham-Smith. Wee bit too much sauce on that one, and it's gone beyond. Mairead Baker now has to just turn and collect before setting up an attack, and Cleena Colvin's gone central. This is Farley. Farley just pops it across to Cunningham-Smith. Ramsey's in the central area. Ramsey now has it, swimming forward before she takes the shot. Ramsey, great shot, great goal, and that's her second goal of the game. It's her 5th goal of the tournament. She's been brilliant.
Yeah, Eva Ramsey is called brilliant. She really is a class act, and she's had a very strong entire 3 days of tournament. And you know, here we are just at the start of the 4th quarter, and still pressing forward, still wanting to get scores on the board.
So Ireland relentless in their attacking. They lead by 14-1, and we've just under 6 minutes to go here, and should be a great start to the day from an Irish water polo point of view. Amelia Urry has the ball. We were talking to Amelia's dad yesterday, originally from England, and he's a lot of connections on this Irish team, Mick.
He sure does. You know, with Amelia in the team, and his wife was actually team manager, so lots of strong connectivity there.
Yeah, chance again for Ireland. It was Farley trying to find Colvin, but well done Scotland. They just turned the ball over.
Yeah, and we talk about the team management team. Ruth McGuigan and Charlene Urry, as you said, the mum of Amelia. I mean, both Ruth and Charlene played for Ireland. You know, they've played internationally over the years. So you know, they're seeing all of their hard work to keep water polo a focus for young girls and women to play. So it's testament to people like Ruth McGuigan of Diamonds, Charlene Urry of Diamonds, other clubs, Glenalbyn, Polar Bears, St Vincent's. All of these clubs over the years have produced brilliant water polo ladies teams, and now those women are seeing the next generation of players coming through, playing for their clubs, and also additionally the likes of Tribes, Clontarf, North Dublin, Athlone, Lisburn, Bangor Ards, all producing young new players who are being inspired by this phenomenal Irish women's senior team.
Absolutely, and when you've experience like that on the coaching staff that have played for Ireland, they know exactly what players need to hear and how they need to be looked after. But can we just take a minute to mention the outstanding Ciara Frankie? Have we seen a better player in the water this weekend?
Oh, listen, as a player myself, but also just as a fan of water polo. I mean, I've been playing it for 30 odd years. I picked it up as a swimmer, and there's a goal. There's a nice goal, has to be said, for Scotland. Another one there to make well done. But yeah, back to Ciara Frankie. Look, purely as a fan of water polo, to see a player of that calibre, it not only brings on the game locally, but these Irish girls play at such a high level. But to have Ciara Frankie play amongst them, it only adds to the learning of this team, but other young players in her own club, St Vincent's. And it's a credit to Gary O'Brien to have got her into this team and into this camp. Yeah,
and there's another one. I think that might be my favourite goal of the weekend. It was a beautiful 180 spin from Frankie on the right hand side, gave it into Baker. Baker just scrapped for the ball to get out ahead of Erin Mills, got the ball and finished beautifully to the back of the net.
Baker's been a member of this Irish senior ladies team since 2011. This is her first appearance since having 2 children in 2021 and 2022, and she's there playing just like she was in 2011. She's never ever stopped in terms of the quality of water polo, the dedication to the game, and her commitment to the game. So players like Mairead, she's so proud of playing for Ireland. It comes across and it rubs off on the younger players. So all of that experience from players like Mairead in the squad, it just really is a well-balanced Irish team, Kieran. It has to be said.
Yeah, Cleena Colvin attacking here for Ireland. Colvin winding the shot up, and that's a beautiful finish from Cleena Colvin, getting her second goal of the game, her 5th of the tournament. Just as you're speaking about Maria Baker, she's withdrawn from the pool there. A little fist pump from Gary O'Brien. He appreciates the efforts. And a fantastic tournament, fantastic game from Maria Baker, really good.
And look, again, Cleena Colvin, playing, at this level, and in fact, if you look far across the pool, along where the bench is, her mum, Avian Colvin, is there, integral to this event, the organiser. So it's a real family affair with the Colvins. You said 2 of the lads playing on the senior team, Cleena here for the ladies team. What an impressive family, and well done everybody linked to the Colvins for the performance and the event.
Yeah, and Scotland have scored in the meantime. Lucy Hobman getting her first of the day and her 3rd of the tournament. So that's 4 Scottish players on 3 goals of the tournament: Hobman, Kirkwood, Sinclair Kidd and Siri Maxwell. So we're just inside the final 3 minutes here at the final game of the women's section of the Home Nations tournament for 2023, and Sophie Moran just lost possession of the ball, but Colvin gets it, and it's at the back there with Ramsey back for Colvin with a brilliant finish.
Oh, what a finish. Bomb, 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 as we say in North Dublin. We'll give that to the Vincent's lady this morning. Another fine goal. 17-2.
We saw some outstanding performances. I think Ireland against Wales, England against Scotland were really good team performances as a unit, but this one from Ireland today is really emphatic.
Yeah, and it says it all about the team themselves. Having played a tough match yesterday, they went off, they recovered, they rested, and they came back this morning with the same focus they've had since the beginning of the tour. And that's not easy to do, Kieran. To be from the first minute to here we are in the 4th quarter, they've kept up the same high standards they set for themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. Really good save there from Amelia Curry to touch it over the bar. The shot came in on the far side there from Caitlin Rose McRobbie. No, in fact, it was Rachel Luke.
Amelia's mum, Charlene, be so proud of that. Seeing her daughter in there, team manager, and her daughter in there as the current goalkeeper on this side now in this last quarter.
Well, we're just approaching 2 minutes to go. Long range effort there, but that has gone high, wide and handsome from Chloe Kirkwood. Good restart there from Curry, finds Ramsey down the right hand side. Ireland have lots of players driving through the central areas. One of them is Gillian Farley. Gillian Farley, lot of zip in that one, but it just zipped to the right and wide of Erin Mills' goal. And now Scotland have players high up the pool. One of them is Siri Maxwell. Really good ball out from Mills that time, and Maxwell has an option to her left if she wants, so she can go herself, be encouraged by her coach Donaldson to go. Maria McGuigan adjudged to be the guilty party there on Siri Maxwell.
Yeah, looked a bit of a tough one there. Maria really was trying to stop the shot and stop, but it's worked out towards Ireland's favour.
Yeah, it has, but stopping the shot was Amelia Urry, and Ireland will be delighted with both goalkeepers.
Yeah, I said her mum Charlene there, sitting there with lots of pride. Ruth McGuigan, the assistant coach, supporting Gary now for a little bit of a team talk. To get to the point about Ruth. Ruth has been such a key part of Irish water polo with her playing days and now as a coach. I was talking to Ruth on Friday before the tournament began about the academy work that they're doing there, trying to get players to enjoy the sport. So, it's without these people we wouldn't have the teams we have in front of us, Kieran. So, people forget about that sometimes, the work done in the background, but we certainly recognise that across Ireland Water Polo and Swim Ireland. So well done to not just the Irish coaching team, but all the coaches out there that give up their time to support this brilliant game.
Yeah, because it's not just a matter, Mick, of just turning up here today or turning up this weekend and this happens. There's so much work going on behind the scenes.
Oh, sure. It's the swimming teacher in the school and the coaches in the clubs that make this happen.
So really good pressure there from Katie Hines to try and win back the ball from the Scottish goalkeeper after she made a good save and did really well.
Really well done.
Super rob by Rachel Mell.
Really good work by Rachel Mell, because that was, there you go. That's a key example of working hard. It was a 6-on-5 setup for Ireland potentially, and Rachel Mel went to work, nullified Ireland setting it up. Fantastic, Rachel.
Super defensive play. When you see steals like that and interceptions, that's really just as good as seeing a good goal.
Yeah, it gives your team such a boost. I mean, they were, it was about to be a 6-5, and Rachel said, no, I'm not having it, not letting you set it up, and she sold the ball. Brilliant.
Well, we're inside the final minute. Oh, the crossbar there was rattled and came to Ireland's aid. Really good effort from, I think it was Sherry Maxwell, in fact. And look at Mick, we're inside the final 45 seconds of the ladies' end of this tournament. It's been absolutely class from start to finish. We've had 2 brilliant games Friday night, 2 excellent games yesterday. The Irish-English game was just fantastic, and now we've had 2 really enjoyable games this morning.
Yeah, and look, what's nice about this finish is that the game started with the first 7. You've got now in the pitch most of the bench, so Gary's using all the players, the entire roster for this last part of the game. So testament to Gary O'Brien for using the whole bench, everybody playing their part in a fantastic 3 days of water polo.
Yeah, and there's a fantastic goal from Chloe Kirkwood, her 2nd of the game, her 4th of the tournament. Added just what Scotland deserved. 18-3 Ireland lead. We have 13 seconds left on the clock. Ireland are going to be crowned home nations champions, and to do it on home soil, as we said, in front of a nice crowd gathering here. Really good achievement for Gary O'Brien and all his backroom staff, and for the entire extended Irish squad. And
yeah, and it has to be said, to see Chloe Kirkwood get a goal with the type of performance she's had over the weekend, that's a really nice finish for that Scottish side. It always counts, just to that little bit that'll be brought to the next game, the next tournament. Well done, Chloe Kirkwood. Great goal.
Yeah, and a great tournament, and roundly deserved. A really good round of applause there from the fans who have come and watched this game in the arena, and you can see the Irish fans and the Irish team embracing themselves, and they're absolutely delighted. Gary O'Brien looks about as if he's going to get pushed into the pool, and there he goes. Great scenes here in front of us. So look, at Ireland are champions. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to England, to Scotland and to Wales for taking part in an excellent tournament. And myself and Mick O'Kane will be with you later on to cover the final 2 games in the men's section. But for now, we'll leave you. The presentation will take place, the awarding of the MVP and the medals, and congratulations to Ireland, to Gary O'Brien, and we'll see you later on.
I think we have to stand here and watch and really just say well done Ireland on a fantastic 3 days, and indeed the winners of this 4 Nations tournament. And there's the team manager Charlie Nuri going in, Rip McGuigan, Gary O'Brien, the entire squad. They're all in the water celebrating.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to thank all those involved in the organising of this week's event. Our many volunteers who carried out table duties, sold programmes and retrieved balls for us. The NAC staff, Sport Ireland campus, Swim Ireland, Ireland Waterpolo and Ireland Waterpolo President Mr Kevin Armstrong, who has been with us all weekend and will present today's awards. We have a number of awards to present to the ladies' teams who competed this weekend. It was great to see so many competitive games across the 3 days, and it has been a pleasure to host this year's event. In fourth place, I'll call the team captain from Scotland, Caitlin Rose McCrobbie, to step forward to accept the award on behalf of her team. In third place, we have the team from Wales, and I'll ask their captain, Eve Burns-Thomas, to step forward and accept the award. In second place, we have the team from England, and I will ask Kelsey Evans and her team to step forward to accept the award. I will now call on the Irish captain and her team, Roisin Cunningham-Smith, to step forward and collect the first place medals. Well done, girls. we'll call on the team captain from Ireland to say a few words. If she could just get the microphone that's down that end of the stadium.
First of all, I'd like to thank the English, Scottish and Welsh ladies teams for coming out and playing such good, clean polo the whole weekend. It's been a fantastic competition, girls, so thanks a million for showing up and showing out and playing till the very last minute. It was a great competition all around. I'd like to extend a thanks to all the officials and the volunteers and staff for putting everything together and helping it all run smoothly. It's been huge to have you here, so we really appreciate that. To all the supporters, thanks for coming out for the supporters from all teams. It really does make a huge difference to have people in the stands cheering, and it builds the atmosphere, and it really is great to have you out. I'd like to thank the management, the two coaches and team manager from Irish senior ladies team for building the team up throughout the year and being there and helping us play the best possible polo we can play and developing us throughout the year and upon years to come. So thanks a million to you. And lastly, I'd like to say a huge thanks to the girls for putting in the commitment and the time and effort all year. We've worked so hard to be here. Everyone has made so many sacrifices to be here, and I couldn't be prouder. You put the work in training, you showed up, we've put the work in over the weekend, we've played our little hearts out tooth and nail to the last second, and I actually could not be happier and prouder of this group of girls for everything that we've accomplished this weekend. And good luck to the men in their next match.